Hey everyone, and welcome to today's video. Before we dive in, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more informative content like this. Every day, there are more and more cases of men who produce either little semen or semen of poor quality. And of course, linked to this, cases of infertility in couples are becoming more frequent. Don't think that infertility, as many people believe, is solely due to the production of eggs by the woman. Both partners always participate in this, and it's true that more and more men are having this problem. In this video, therefore, we're going to talk about what foods will help you produce much more sperm. And as you will see, this sperm, this semen, will be more capable, a higher quality semen when it comes to, well, what semen is made for, fertilizing the egg. Alright, I won't ramble on anymore, and here in the video, I'll tell you what those foods are. Before we start, I have to tell you that the production of semen, which takes place in the testicles, occurs specifically in cells known as Sertoli cells. These cells are very delicate. In fact, they are cells that can quite frequently be affected by a testicular tumor. Many men normally suffer from testicular cancer at some point in their lives. Why do these cells get affected? These cells are cells that help in the maturation and capacitation of semen, of sperm. And they are cells that are very easily affected by anything, by oxidative processes, by environmental contaminants, by tumors, as I mentioned. In other words, they are cells that are in a somewhat extreme situation, so to speak. They are affected by everything. And of course, among other factors, a deficient diet also influences them. For example, drinking alcohol, smoking, and consuming ultra-processed foods are going to be foods or substances that directly affect these cells. That is, many oxidants, many free radicals specifically attack the Sertoli cells of the testicle, causing semen production to be lower. That said, there are some foods that really work very well to produce much more semen. And when I say very well, I mean wonderfully. They are very effective. The first one is also free, and it's not very spectacular to say it, but it's true. If you have a problem with sperm production, that you produce little semen, the first thing you have to do is drink a lot of water. You have to drink 2 to 2.5 liters of water daily. Logically, without alcohol, without any of the things I mentioned before. Why? Because basically, seminal fluid, the fluid where semen is going to swim, is an aqueous fluid. And many times, the lack of fertility or low sperm production is going to be related to a lower volume of this seminal fluid. Secondly, you have to eat foods that are especially rich in zinc. Zinc is essential for the Sertoli cell. If a Sertoli cell has good levels of zinc, don't worry, it's going to work, and you're going to produce a lot more sperm, many more spermatozoa. Your Sertoli cells are going to be much more protected from oxidative processes because, as I said, this metal, zinc, has this specific capacity for this type of cell. And you'll ask me, hey, where is this famous zinc? What foods have a lot of zinc? Well, you're going to find a lot of zinc, especially in oysters. In fact, it's partly said that oysters are an aphrodisiac, not exactly because they make things go crazy, but because it's true that eating oysters, due to their high levels of zinc, increases testosterone levels a bit, and at the same time, sperm production is much higher. You'll also find zinc in walnuts. People don't say anything about this because it's not as psychedelic. And in beans. Beans also have a lot of zinc. It's also interesting that you eat either garlic in all your meals or take a garlic supplement. Basically, because garlic makes the blood flow that reaches the testicles greater. Let's say that garlic, taken continuously, makes blood circulation better. And this is important, especially in men from a certain age, where circulatory problems are significant. And the fact that not as much blood reaches the testicles also affects semen production by Sertoli cells. So, indirectly, taking garlic or garlic supplements is going to be very good. Foods like bananas, asparagus, ginseng, goji berries, and pumpkin seeds also work. These foods have interesting levels of zinc, but also active ingredients that make these testicular cells, the Sertoli cells, function much more efficiently. But apart from this, there are also natural supplements that help a lot to produce a greater quantity of sperm. For starters, L-Carnitine supplements, which they sell anywhere. If you don't want to take L-Carnitine as a supplement, you can also find it, for example, in milk and red meat. The only thing is that eating red meat to have high levels of L-Carnitine has other side effects. But hey, milk and red meat are also extremely rich in L-Carnitine, although as I said, the most common thing is to take L-Carnitine in the form of a supplement. Then there's L-Arginine. It's also another amino acid that makes you produce a lot more sperm. You can take it as a supplement sold on any website, herbalist shop, and so on. In fact, here in the description, in the box below, we'll leave some of these supplements for you to see that they're not expensive. And if you want to buy them there, great. But you can buy them anywhere. As I said, L-Arginine, which you can also find in foods like walnuts and eggs. That is, if you periodically eat walnuts, which I have already mentioned also have high levels of zinc, well, indirectly, you're going to have a better production of sperm than if you don't have these supplements that frankly work well. Then there are also supplements based on L-Lysine, another essential amino acid for producing more semen, which you can find mainly in dairy products, milk, fresh yogurts, etc. Folic acid also helps a lot to produce more semen. Folic acid, for example, you can find in cereals, legumes, green leafy vegetables, etc. And calcium and vitamin D supplements, which I tell you, are sold everywhere and work very well. And they're also good for a series of other circumstances. But calcium and vitamin D supplements are also very effective for producing much more sperm. Alright, that's all for today. Thank you very much for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a like and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. See you in the next one. Take good care of yourselves.